right, let's get into it. The first thing I like doing is my brows. Although I have done a little bit of it out of camera, I can't find my mirror, so I'm just going to use. I can't find my mirror, so I am just going to use this particular, my powder mirror. All right, so like I said before, I've done it off cam, so I'm just going to, touch it a little bit. I'm not a pro when it comes to makeup, but I have seen a lot of tutorial. I don't pretend. I learn a lot from the tutorials I've come across. From the tutorials I've come across. I love learning. I have, as regards makeup, I have great struggle with doing my brows. So I have done it a little bit off cam. So what I'm doing now is just to fill it in a little bit. And I love the sharp edge. I have used brown off camera, but now I just use black to give it a touch. So here is what I do. Here is what I do. I don't like the idea of like shaping my brows, using a kind of concealer. I'm not a makeup person and I don't like heavy makeup. So I just, put those little touches, those basic touches on me, and therefore I'm off. So the next thing I do is to use my black pencil. I think this one is from, I've been using this pencil for a while now. It's from Black Opera. All right, it's from Black Opera. I've been using it for a very long time now. So what I do is to just line my eyes. Yes, guys, like this. When I started this video, I was reading Psalm, right? I read the Psalm to like encourage me. Today is one of those days that I am down. It comes with everybody. Life is all about ups and downs. It comes with mood. I don't know whether I'm having a mood swing this morning. You understand? But I am just feeling very down. But I know I'm going to get over it. So I read that Psalm 23. It has always been my strength. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Yeah, sorry guys. I like lining the inner layer of my lip like this. All right. With this nude. All right, with this nude color lipstick. Lipstick is my favorite, my favorite material when it comes to makeup. So I just have to use the wine red color, and red is my color. So to line the outer layer like this instead of using a pencil. That is what I do. All right, guys. I hope I did this very well. Wow, I really love using this particular lipstick. It smells like almond. Gosh, I like the smell. It's lifting me a little bit. So I use this hanky to just, set my lipstick because it's out already. Yeah. I think I'm fine. And thereafter, let's go for, the eyeshadow. I have this palette I've been using for a while now. It's from Black Opera and it has about, oh gosh, I've not really counted how many colors I have here, but I know I can just use my eye to multiply it through now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 different colors, and that's a great number. So, and you wouldn't believe that I've just been using only, one out of this color because I fell in love with it. And if it's this particular one, I think I need to show you guys. There's one right here. This one. So I've been using it for a very long time. And that is the one I'm going to use today. Okay, guys. Oops. Okay. That's the one I'm going to be using right now. So I'm just going to use it at the, all over my eyelid like this. I don't do crease. No, I don't do crease. I mean, this area of the eye, I don't do it. I don't like it. So I just do this. This is what I do. I'm sharing with you how I make myself off averagely. So after this, I just need a little bit of powder and I'm off to church. But before I'm done, I want us to, I want to talk about something so important. Let's talk women. Let's talk about divorce. you know, this idea was, I'm motivated to, talk about this today because of a story I had somebody share on social media. Guys, I had somebody. I'm good to go. This is me and this is what I do. Okay. Yeah. The woman was married to this young man for 2 years. She has been on the date. Under what, you may ask? Her husband have a kind of, sexual preference of, you know, I am going to say this on YouTube right now, but I will say it in a way, and I want to I want to understand that you will catch up with what I'm saying because of YouTube. And my YouTube analytic make me understand that those watching my video are past the age of 18. So we are adults here, and I want to open up when I'm discussing this issue. I want you to really understand. So I'm going to be using some words here. So the man would want the wife to, lick the anus until he pulls into the mouth of the woman. Yeah, he pulls into the mouth of the woman. This is strange. When I had that, I was infuriated. I was so irritated, And what comes to my mind is a lot of women are suffering today, are suffering deeply, all right? Are suffering in silence without what? Letting anybody know what they are encountering. And I want to pause to say this. My Christian faith, like I said, I'm a Christian. In my Christian faith, we don't support divorce. But come to think of it, when a human being is under threat, when the life of a human being is under threat, some kind of, it could be emotional, physical, health threat, I think the next thing the person needs to do is to what? To call off that marriage. All right? So guys, I am going to be tying my hair here. Like I said, I want to get ready. I want to share with you some words, some tips on how I dress to church every Sunday. I dress in my dialectical outfit, and I love it so much. I am a cultural woman, that is one. I love the outfit and I love where I'm from. So the first thing I do is to I start from the front like this. I'm not a pro also when it comes to tying of hair gear, but I just believe that whichever way that I come out with this is gonna suit me in a way, and I'm off to church. As far as my hair is covered, in Africa we believe that when you are in church as a woman, your hair should be covered, especially the married ones. We believe is a sign of respect to our husbands and to God. So that is our belief as African Christian women. Most church cover their hair. For me, I'm a Catholic, so this is what I came out with. I don't stress much. I don't like, tying and retying. Whatever I come out with, you see, today I'm coming out with 2 flats, so I'm going to go with it. As far as I'm not hurting anybody, and I'm fine with it, I'm just going to give it like a last touch, and I think I'm fine. I'm fine with this now. All right, let's come back to the topic of discussion, guys. All right, after this, we'll call it a day and I'll be off to church. I'll remember to pray for you all, my friends. So, a lot of women are suffering. So, divorce is not something that Christianity, bites on. And this mascara, the name of this one is clean, but it's from all, as clean. There is a nice mascara. I've been using it for 2 years now. I've been using this mascara. Almost 2 years. So what I do, because I don't wear lashes, I just use my mascara to pull up my hair and to hold them up. And it really looks great. And people think, if you're looking at me from afar, you think I'm wearing a lash. But I'm not wearing any, guys. All right. So, divorce. Is it a good thing? As a Christian, I don't support divorce, but I want to support this. I have little tips for women about divorce today. In the Bible, we're told that if a woman commits adultery, that is the only ground for the husband to what? To petition her or to leave or to divorce her. But many things, a lot of things are done against women today that are not supposed to be condoned by all sex of humans. But women are meant to go under this, especially the African or Black women. And so women are dying in silence without speaking up. This is not right. This is very wrong. I'm going to go a little into the law because I really went so deep about this. I asked people that I know. There is a lawyer friend of mine that I discussed with. So the person was explaining to me. And she taught me. She said so many things. She said that under the Nigerian law, that there are reasons why a woman can come out to say, oh, I'm no longer going to stay in this mess called marriage. I am no longer going to remain in the marriage. Are you getting it? Number one, if your life is under a threat in that marriage, please, it's up to you to take the option B. It is better to be safe than never. It is better to be safe than never. You cannot be in a marriage and at the end you give up your life all in the name of marriage. So if someone is threatening you, your life is under a threat, whether emotionally, physically, or health-wise, you are very, very, very what? Right to cut off that marriage, to say, I'm no longer going to remain here as a woman. Number two is when you are physically and emotionally abused. So many times we come across things in the social media and we think they are just normal, we think they are fake. Some of them are not fake. Some women are beaten to death. Some are what? They are, disfigured, all in the name of marriage. In some situation, the Nigerian law is saying that you have an option to say whether or not you remain in that marriage. Number three is when there are high sexual preferences, like the one I cited when I started this video. That is what prompted me to come up with this video today. In fact, I don't think any human being, if not for animals who do that, I don't think even dogs cannot condone that which that woman went through. For your husband to poo in your mouth before he gained sexual satisfaction, it's disgusting. Hearing it alone is very, very irritating. How can a woman condone this for 2 years? I doubt if that woman is human. Human, I doubt. No one tastes excreta. No one tastes feces. You understand? So this is so alarming. So if there are high sexual preferences that you cannot condone as a woman in that marriage, the Nigerian law is saying that you have an option to say you want a divorce and you'll be granted. Number four is when you find out as a woman that after you have said I do, that your partner hid a heinous crime, something that is so detrimental to the marriage from you before she, pretend that is before she got married to you. That is when there is a kind of pretense. Are you getting it now? To lure you into the marriage. And after the marriage, you discover that the Nigerian law says you have an option of divorce. Yes, we have seen instances in Nigeria where some men, they're impotent. You understand? And they hid it. And for some Nigerian women, they want to, stay on their own. They don't want to, commit any kind sort of fornication before they get into the home of their husbands. So for that reason, they would not know, how the man is. They would not know whether he's sexually active or not. But that particular story I had, the man hid that using, hid that until the wedding night. The woman find out that the husband is impotent. So in such case, you are not made to remain and to endure. You are to what? You have an option. That is what the Nigerian law is saying, that you have an option. You can what? Go to the law court and you'll be granted a divorce with if you have evidences. All right? At least tests will be carried out on him to find out whether you're telling the truth. In this case of marriage, there should be no defrauding, there should be no deceit, and nobody should be, should sacrifice the other person. Number 5 is when your partner has stayed away from you for like a period of 5 years. The Nigerian law says that you have right to what? To divorce. At least 5 years. If your partner has been away, you have the right to what? To file for a divorce, and you will be granted. The next and the very last before I go. Well, 5 minutes late. We are supposed to resume church service by 11 this morning. So I am just going to rush the last one and therefore call it a day. Okay, I'll see you when next, we'll talk more about this particular issue. I may have a part 2 of this video if I can. All right, the last one is if the marriage is null and void. How? If there is no father's or mother's consent. All right? If there was no marriage at all, if the marriage was fake, in short, all right, you have the right to leave that home. So marriage is not a do or die affair. Marriage is created by God to be blissful, although there are challenges, but we do not expect people to go through marriages like animals. We do not expect women to, to suffer this kind of grievous, atrocities because of all in the name of marriage. All right? Many men can be so outrageous that, they can want to put a woman under, a kind of abuse, emotional threat, physical threat. All I want you to know as a woman, that you have the right to decide what happens in your life. All that I have mentioned now is not to discourage anybody from getting married. Neither is it to encourage you to go away from your home if you are not passing through any of these, but it's to ensure, to alert women to know that what marriage is really all about, to know that these things are out there, so that when they want to make this decision, they will have to what? Make their decision right with the right person. All right? Above all, you can be granted divorce if you are not faithful in your marriage. If you are adulterous and your husband is not forgiven, there is room under the law to also divorce. Instead of you as a woman to die in the marriage, it is better safe than never. Thank you very much for, going through this, chit chat and get ready section with me. I am glad I was able to bring this. At least my spirit is lifted a little bit and I'm looking so smashing today. All right. I'm happy. I'm going to meet with my God and I will remember you in prayers. Take care. Have a blessed Sunday and goodbye.